Hello, this is your astrologer Kira again with a weekly forecast for the week commencing from the 26th of February and lasting until the 5th March. Spring will be here again. Before we begin, I have to tell you some usual things as my disclaimer. This forecast is done for the Western or tropical astrology system, but from time to time, in uh, useful moments, I use Vedic or sidereal astrology, so don't get confused because these are tropical positions of the planets right now in the sky, their projection on the planet Earth. This is one thing. The other thing is please share, subscribe, comment, and so on and so on. You know that. And the third thing is, I am doing those weekly forecasts 1 week in advance. So this means if you're watching this the moment I upload it on YouTube, that means that you are watching the forecast for the next week to come, not the week we are currently in. Why am I saying this? Because I was very sad to hear about the gun shooting in one of the schools in Florida, which happened a few days ago. This was very bad news, but on the horrible side of this, this was expected. Why? Because every few months we have some mass shooting going on in the US, and it's stupid from me to say I'm against it. Of course, I am against it, but on the other hand, this is the great lesson for all of us to consider and reconsider should guns be allowed. Do you have the permission to just walk into the store and buy a gun, a rifle, anything you want? Because I live in Europe and those situations are so rare in comparison with US. When we have mass shooting, this happens one in 5 years or 10 years or even in longer periods. We had some terrorist actions going on in the past few years in Europe, and this was mainly related to the Syria situation and to the Middle East situation, and in most of those cases guns weren't used. People used trucks or cars to kill people around them, not guns, because there was one simple thing in Europe: you cannot just carry a gun with you. First you have to have permission to have a gun, then you have to have special permission to shoot the gun, and then you have to have another special permission to carry your gun outside your home. And even if you use your gun in your home protecting your family, you will go to jail, and situation is not quite the same as it is in US, so it's very advisable for people in Europe not to use guns at all. And our criminal rates are way lower than the one across the ocean. So if you are interested, you can start campaign for outlawing the weapons and so on, whatever comes to your mind, because across the ocean is not my country. I shouldn't be concerned, but as a woman and as a mother, those children who were killed were like my children. All children of this world are my children, and I'm against any violence in any case. In general, I'm against the war as a woman, but as someone who knows how the energies goes around this planet, I know fighting and wars will be present, but it's not normal to attack your own people, and it's not normal to kill your own people. And when you're in the high school, it's expected to be bullied. You cannot make other children to stop bullying you by talking about it. You have to learn to fight for yourself and to stand your ground and to be respectable, and then no one will bully you. These are usual situations going on because in small groups of individuals who are growing up, um, they have to find who the alpha male is, who the alpha female is, and so on and so on. In this process, bullying can happen. So you cannot go crying back to your mama and papa and telling, oh, they are hurting me. You have to fight for yourself. This is something I went through. This is something my child went through. This is something all people around me went through. They all fought for themselves and they all stood their grounds. And this is something in the human psyche and in animal psyche which is non-stop going on. But you cannot give access to someone who has 16, 15, or 17 or 18 years a gun, a rifle, and so on, because that person will use that for sure. Hormones are going up and down, up and down. Person doesn't have complete control over himself or herself. It doesn't matter. But males are more common using guns and aggressive approach instead of females. And this person will use the gun. So keep school children from the guns, don't let them have them, and you will have peace in your schools. I'm thinking about starting a little series about the education of children because I see that children of today are lacking of right guidance, and perhaps I will do it, but for the beginning I won't start with the violence and with the school and education. For the beginning we'll start with nurturing the proper foods and seasons and so on. So as I said, and as a fourth thing, I did the video about Mars and Jupiter and their aspects. I've showed my knives and so on. If you are forgotten, I keep my knife here. This is my great knife. I keep my swords behind the piano and so on. And no, I don't have a gun in this home, and I do have a license for using a gun. I wouldn't want to have a gun in my home, and I have way more weapons to protect my family here. But let's just forget about it. I made videos where I warned about kamikaze types of young guys who will go into the revenge mode, and this is still happening for the week commencing from the 26th of February and lasting until the 5th of March, and then we are done with the horrible aspects Mars is making. Then the Mars will enter in a more horror zone because it will join Saturn, and then the older males or older people will have their fights of power, which will be slightly different than these ones we are watching right now. So for this week, aspects are all okay, looking okay, except this Mars is squaring Sun, Neptune, Mercury, and Venus all together in the sign of Pisces. This means that we are still in the midst of danger, that the younger male could try something very aggressive, that the targets will be younger people, children, because of Mercury, younger girls, of course, and they won't be able to defend themselves because they are all in the sign of Pisces. They will talk, they will be in romantic mode and so on, butterflies and unicorns and blah blah, but their words won't be enough to reach the right people at the right place. So if you have children, if you have young girls and so on, please protect them. This Mars will be still very aggressive until the first week of the month of March. And at the same time, this Mars is squaring Sun, Neptune, Mercury, and Venus, and at the same time, the planet Jupiter is trining those four planets, and the Mars and Jupiter are switched their places. This is the great lesson. Do not repeat the mistake which happened few days ago in the week starting from the 26th of February and lasting until the 5th of March, because something will be repeated for sure. Take care about the girls, boys, young kids, kindergartens, elementary schools, and so on. This could also be a fire, and this is the sign of a lesson. You will go through a lesson, and just consider it as a lesson, because nothing else can't be done. At the same time, something great is happening in some children hospital somewhere in the world, beside the ocean, beside the Great Sea. There is a woman doctor or researcher there doing something great, and she is finding a cure or process or something like that, regarding healing children, and I'm with her with all of my heart. This uh, can't be just one woman across this world. This can be several women working independently, but this is related to the children, and this is related to the death and life problem. And my heart is with those women and those people who are doing medical researches right now. We will find out about this during this week, and they will have great success. This is one thing. And at the same time, this Mars, problematic young Mars, is gaining strength because it's trining Uranus. I said this is the sign of revenger, so take care, still take care, because things won't get easy, they will get problematic more. At Thursday, we have a full moon in Virgo. Yes. And this full moon will light the Sun, Neptune, Mercury, and Venus will all light this new full moon in Virgo, and this will mean for many people that they will understand the root of their health problems, because planets in Pisces are planets indicating the feet and blood circulation. And the moon in Virgo means that many people will discover that the root of their problem is in their stomach. And because the planet Saturn will make beneficial aspects between the Sun and the Moon at the same time, and as I said, the planet Saturn is placed in Mula Nakshatra right now. Nirutti goddess rules over it. And this will mean that many people will find their cure through the root medicine, people tradition. Just think of the burdock root. I said burdock, Arctium lapa, as herbal infusion. Think about dandelion root, because the root of your problems will be in your liver, and burdock and dandelions are great liver cleansers. So try them, use them, and you will find out, and at the same time correct your food habits and so on, and you will this could be a starting point for your health right now. At the same time, you can feel that you are getting rid of some problems, people, issues, ideas, and so stuff like that, which were bothering you heavily about the last summer solar eclipse, which happened around the late August days in the last year. So, just to see what we have. Oh yeah, Saturday, Mercury and Venus are together, forming a strong trine with Jupiter in Scorpio. As I said, this is the life and death situation, which turns into the victory. This happens into the hospitals, especially children hospitals. Women are involved, younger women, and at the same time someone is writing a beautiful love song about the broken heart. This could be a hit on the charts on YouTube. don't worry. And at the same time, at Sunday, we have conjunction of the Sun and Neptune in Pisces. So the madness is sky high. Someone could feel like a new prophet, new chosen one, and so on. Just let this person rest a bit and everything will be okay. This is the sign also for the blind people, not blind in the sense that they cannot see with their eyes, but blind people, the people who cannot see the truth in front of them. So madness will be high, Mars will be revengeful, and women and children will thrive in the end, in the case they are not aggressively injured by this Mars. So keep an eye on your women and your children, and everything will be fine. So let's do our signs, and I have to apologize because I don't have enough time, and I didn't check the signs before because I didn't have enough time. But let's do it like this. And yes, I'm sad and I'm tired because of this whole situation. And before I start speaking shortly about signs, I have to tell one private thing. I'm waiting for one necklace to be processed and shipped to me. And I have to say thank you for the present. Okay, let's do sign. Pisces. Pisces, yes, everything is plotting against you. Yes, this is a great lesson. Now you will be hit and now you will be hurt. In the case you are doing a medical research, this is the time of your victory, but after many fights and blood spilled all around for your causes. This is something you have to go through, and you have to remember those lessons, nothing more. Aries, you are out of your mind. I'm sorry to tell you this in this manner. Just tell 12, 11, 10, 9. You have to be very careful if you are traveling abroad, especially in distant countries. Something could happen there, and even if you are not to blame, just beware of little pickpocketers, of little burglars, stealers, and cheaters around you. Pay attention to the children around you because they could be the one to rob you if you are somewhere abroad. And at the same time, you could be having some love issues going on, and this is not looking good. Just let's wait until the next week. Taurus says now is the time for you, yes, together with your friends, and to just sing and write poetry and have some romantic moments and so on. I have to warn you that nothing stable will come out of it. You will have problems if you're hoping that this girl or that boy will fall in love with you. No. You will find out that this is not the case, but please don't start any enemy-like relationship with them, because these love feelings can turn into aggressiveness very easily during this week still. Gemini, the same goes for you. Your mind is out of control, and someone from the circle of your co-workers or your business partner or your marital partner has serious problems with you, and this could be felt even through your health problems. You are all over the place. Everything will be much easier starting from the next week. Right now, write a novel, write a poetry, write a song, write something, but nothing serious, and just avoid any partner in your life, whether this be a business or a marital one. Cancers. Cancers, full moon in Virgo, now you will start to think about your food, and now you will start to think about high philosophies and so on. Cancers, something is really wrong with your health, and something could be inflamed, and this something could cause you heavy problems with your circulation, and this could even be shown as a strong headache. Some cancers will have problems with their heads and brains around Monday and especially Tuesday of this week. Go to medical checkouts, and everything will be fine, I hope, if you change some habits of yours. Leos, now you should seriously think about that sugaring I've been warning you about for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Someone wants to take your money through the love, through nice words or something like that, romantic situations, intimate moments. Someone is trying to take your money away, and now this becomes serious. Virgos. Oh, Virgos, there are some disputes going on in your home, and those disputes are making all sorts of troubles with your business or marital partners. Everything will be fine starting from the Thursday. You will shine a light on those problems and you will resolve them. Libras, now is the time again to start making bigger amounts of money. Yes, you cannot communicate with those people. They are crazy people, not reliable, and you know all that, but you have to work with them, and just do it. Scorpios, no, 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 no. Whatever you have in your mind, no, right now, no, no, no. You will be way stronger in the next 10 days, and then you will stand on the stable ground, and you will know what you are doing, and you will be playing the games of the power. Right now, no, because all those women, children, and authorities will be against you. You are plotting against yourself. Don't do it, Scorpio. Please don't do it. I know you're having a hard times right now, but no, no, no. Any idea, any, especially romantic one. Capricorns, you are still doing great, but someone is behind your back is plotting against you. This is a younger person, and this person could come from the circle of your friends, easily plotting something with someone against you. So be aware of it, because this could ruin your reputation. Right now you are protected, but in the next week things will start shaking a bit around you. And Aquarius, someone is trying to steal your money. Yes, this aspect is still going on while you are sleeping, so please take care about that, and take care about your health, and take care about your liver. Don't just get annoyed and worried and so on. You have to stand up and do some actions about it, and you will know exactly what to do throughout this week. But I have to warn you to be very easy, very kind, very gentle, very polite. No, no, nothing aggressive, nothing too hard, nothing. But yes, they are stealing your money or trying to steal your money away from you. You will know who the person in this story is. So this is it for this week. I love you all, and I hope we'll see better days when this Mars moves on, but I doubt, because the Mars will join with Saturn and then with Pluto. Some explosive situations are ahead of us, so please take care about your security and security of your dear ones, and the security even of your enemies. And remember that you should unite in the hard moments and help each other, and forget your animosity, and No, I don't want to take you into the la la land, but if you don't help the person standing beside you, how can you expect help coming from any side toward you? So, this is the result of the Mercury in Pisces. People are just talking, 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 and not saying anything valuable. I'm sorry for all this philosophy, but I just had to. Okay, finally, this is it. Love you all. This was your astrologer Kira. Bye.